Welcome to our journey through the Panama Canal aboard the Coral Princess, sailing from Fort Lauderdale, Florida to Los Angeles, California, December 3 through 19, 2024. The night before our voyage, we stayed at the recently renovated Embassy Suites on 17th Street in Fort Lauderdale. There is an enclosed courtyard area for dining, cocktails, and breakfast. Our room was on the 11th floor. We had a fantastic view of the cruise port. Outside, there was a koi pond and pool. The next morning, our ship was in port. We pre-ordered our medallions so we could breeze right through the terminal. From the time we left the hotel on the hotel shuttle until we stepped onto the ship, it was about an hour. We were on board by 11 a.m. We dropped our carry-ons at our room, Emerald 303, ate lunch, and tried the premium ice cream included with our sail package. Then explored the views of the port and the ship. We were able to get into our room by 3 o'clock, and our checked luggage arrived by 4. The next 2 days were sea days. We spent our time relaxing in the pools and hot tubs, watching the ocean, and enjoying the warm air and sea breezes. One of the nights was the first formal night. For our sea day lunches, we ate at Sabatini's and Crown Grill. On sea days, they served casual dining menus that were included in our sail package. Curaçao is a Dutch island off the coast of Venezuela. We did a princess tour called the Ultimate Island Beach and Turtle Snorkel with lunch. Our first stop is a nature reserve. For an easy hike, we watched waves crash and explored natural coves. Our next stop is at West Point Beach and Lagoon, a fisherman's village where we swam with turtles. The fishermen clean their fish and throw the discards back into the water. This attracts the sea turtles for an easy free lunch. This was my favorite stop on our Curaçao adventures. Our third stop is at Canip Beach for swimming and snorkeling. Curaçao boasts that this is the most beautiful beach in the Caribbean, and I can see why. The water is so blue and clear. On our way back to the ship, we stopped at the salt flats. If you look close, you can see a deer run into the woods. The stop was for flamingo viewing. Back on board, we had views of Willemsted with its colorful buildings. During the day, the crew was busy decorating the ship for Christmas while we were in port. Two cruise docks that night, too. Day 5 is transit day. We are up by 5:30 a.m. to score seats at the front of deck 15, a great place to view our first set of locks. There are 3 levels of locks on both the Atlantic side and on the Pacific side. The passage between the locks is 85 feet above sea level. To transit the 50-mile Panama Canal takes about 9 hours. We are sailing on the Coral Princess, one of the Panamax ships that is part of the Princess fleet. It is built narrow enough to fit the original locks, completed in 1914. Newer, larger cruise ships are able to pass through the canal using the expansion locks, completed in 2016. The new locks on the Atlantic side are named Agua Clara locks. The original locks on the Atlantic side are called Gatun locks. Both the original locks and expansion locks are completely gravity-fed and do not have pumps. The water enters from Gatun Lake to fill the chambers, then the water is released into the ocean. The expansion locks do have a system of water savings basins located along each lock chamber. This allows the water to be reused to fill the next chamber. This design creates a significant water savings in each lockage. Entering Gatun locks, locomotive mules are hooked to both the front and the back of the ship on each side to keep the ship from drifting into the walls of the lock. There is only 2.5 feet clearance on each side. Exiting the locks, we see the dam built on the Chagres River in 1913 that created Gatun Lake, the world's largest man-made lake covering 166 square miles. At Gamboa is the large floating Titan crane nicknamed Herman the German, followed by the Chagres River, distinct landmarks of the Culebra Cut, and remnants from digging the canal. We are now approaching the final 3 locks leading to the Pacific Ocean. On the Pacific side, the original locks have 1 lock, Pedro Miguel, the small Miraflores Lake, and then the final 2 Miraflores locks. The expansion locks for larger ships have all 3 locks together and do not enter Miraflores Lake. The expansion locks on the Pacific side are called the Cocoli locks. docked overnight at Fuerte, Amador with a view of Panama City. The next day, we had a pre-scheduled tour with Almeza Tours by my friend Mario. They were highly recommended on a YouTube video and TripAdvisor, link in the description. Finding them at the gate was a bit confusing, but we managed to connect. Port staff are there and helpful making connections with the right people. We drove 48 miles across Panama to the Atlantic side to visit the Agua Clara Locks Visitor Center. We watched the locks, shopped, and saw a video presentation about the expansion. We crossed the Atlantic Bridge. Our driver was on the lookout for wildlife. We found capuchin monkeys and a family of howler monkeys.
Because the monkeys in the different we bought.
We continued on to the Spanish fort from before the existence of the canal at the mouth of the Chagres River. The Spanish had found a route across Panama. They would ship their goods that they had obtained in South America to Panama City, carry them across the isthmus to the fort on the Atlantic side, then load their goods onto different ships to sail back to Spain. The fort was heavily attacked by pirates of the Caribbean on a regular basis. After Panama, there was another sea day. Princess has all types of activities to choose from, or you can just relax. Our next stop is Puntarenas, Costa Rica. I had pre-booked a tour through a company that I found recommended on YouTube and TripAdvisor. We were the only two people to have booked the tour, so they subcontracted our tour to Melendez Tours. We scored a private tour, link in the comments. We were the first people that day to visit the monkey house.
These are tame. Look at it.
Son dos, de sol y luna.
This is evening.
Y esta va a ser el chimpe.
Oh, they've got a baby!
Yeah, baby on his back.
El enanito.
Little baby. Look at him sleeping. Yeah,
baby.
sleeping baby.
The baby they given us a birthday with his mommy
Yeah.
in 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a little one.
Van a robar.
Woo, hi!
Oh,
Don't worry. You see?
Yeah.
Turn around and get my phone out. Yeah, look at this. Hi. Yeah.
Oh,
Hi.
yeah.
Yeah. Here.
They're hungry. That's the reason.
Yeah, here. There you go.
I have to look it like that because they can still.
Oh, hi. Oh, don't fight now. I can hold
How
both
did you
of
get a banana?
Yeah. You gonna get a
Did
picture
you
of me?
I'm videoing it right now.
Okay. Hi.
He's pushing the other one down.
Yeah, they fight. See, now these two are gonna fight.
You got 3. You got a baby on the
I
back.
got 3.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, that one had the baby.
Oh, hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on
Oh,
up.
you're okay.
Come on, little one. Oh, look at
Oh, look
that.
at this.
Did you get food? Yeah.
I'm gonna eat this.
Yep. Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Ah, look at it. This is young
Oh.
monkey right here. See? That's all they have.
Yeah, they're young ones.
Yeah, peleones. Oh.
Which one? Uh-oh. Now we're gonna fight.
Hey, Pia. Hey.
They're fighting, see it?
Yeah. My lens was. Well, hi.
This just wants to stay here. He doesn't want to get off. There we go.
Hi there. Yeah.
Oh, hi. You okay? Yeah, that's my phone. Don't take my phone. There we go. There he. Yeah. Oh, hey. You got a picture of me?
That's a good video. That's a good one.
Some of these are little ones.
Yep.
Oh, he got his tail ripped off.
Yeah, I have to watch my back.
Yeah.
Because they're so fast.
Look at the little one.
Oh, there you go. You got two of them looking at you.
And then one
And
with
the
the
mom.
baby. Oh!
Right on your head. Yeah, and over to me. There you go.
You want to fit it? Okay.
Hi.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Hi.
That is planet of the elf.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ape.
Give me this. This guy needs one. There we go.
Little. Oh,
The
he,
last
went,
one.
he tried to catch them.
Next was a boat ride on the Tarcoles River. We arrived to see 2 tour buses and full boats. We were brought to a different boat with only 6 people on it. This made viewing the wildlife and crocodiles easy. Let me introduce you to the second largest croc in the river, named Mike Tyson.
Wow. Oh, he went down.
And the largest croc in the river, hiding in the brush, named Osama bin Laden. There were several different types of birds on the river. Turtles, a rare sighting in croc-infested waters. And teak trees along the banks. We went to an area where the macaws are found. They like to eat the almonds found in the almond trees. We stopped at El Jardín for shopping and lunch before a drive through the city and back to the ship. Next was a sea day with a formal dinner night. Friends that we met told us about a tour they were scheduled for in a couple days. I looked it up and booked it too. This was a good decision. More details later. Puerto Chiapas, Mexico is our next stop. Here we booked a princess tour. On our drive, we could see volcanoes in both Mexico and Guatemala. The Izapa Mayan ruins are a fairly small area maintained and owned by a farmer. The pyramid-like platforms are not burial chambers, but stages where rituals and dances would take place. Our guide went into great detail, sharing everything he knew about all the different areas. We wandered the property while he talked to the group and waited for them to catch up. It could have been shortened and we would have been good with it. Next we went to the city of Tapachula to the museum. Then we visited a church. Lastly, we visited City Hall. The port area is beautiful with a handful of vendors with souvenirs. The following day was at the port of Huatulco, Mexico. Right off the ship is a beautiful beach, shopping, restaurants, and several tour guides selling tours. We disembarked the ship and found a taxi to take us around for a couple of hours. Huatulco is a beautiful city. Our driver took us to several spots overlooking the ocean. Brought us to the church in town. I wish this was smell-o-vision. The church not only was beautiful, but the fresh flowers everywhere made it smell wonderful. We did a little in-town shopping and then went back to the ship. The next day was an amazing sea day. We saw a sea turtle from deck 15, then dolphins from our balcony. I think I got it. Oh yeah, I'm getting them. Woo, a flip!
Right here, right here. And the dolphins. All kinds of them.
Little dolphins.
Yeah. And look at the fun they're having.
Yeah. Good sea day.
Yeah. Rest. There, now they're still behind us.
Yeah, but
Going down the roof. What's that? Oh, it's
them slapping.
Wow.
Look at there's like 6 of them coming up here.
There's gonna be more in the back now too.
I know it, but this is good. I'm getting good footage.
The back is when they're slapping.
Yeah.
Trying to get in front of it.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. That was good. See, they're diving in the waves.
Yep.
It's having a good time. Look at this. I don't know if the camera picks that up or not.
I don't know.
That's pretty good.
I'm catching that one. Yeah.
Flips and everything.
Yeah, I caught one backflip. I know that.
Look at that, another one. That's crazy. They're having fun. Oh.
Yep.
Going back. They go to the back to have fun.
Yep. next port of call is Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. First we went to the vendors next to the ship for some shopping, then we walked across the street to Walmart just because we could. Next we went on our tour that I had booked 2 days earlier. We walked a couple of blocks down the street to Los Veranos Canopy Tours, link in the description, to meet our group and check in. Then we walked back to just behind our ship to board a pontoon boat with 28 other people to go whale watching.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Okay, now I can see it.
I'm on this side, so I gotta sit down.
No, you can't. Oh, there, I can see big spout there. Oh, big tail. Oh, big hump, big tail. Oh, I'm getting it.
Good.
Confianza, pueden preguntar lo que ustedes
Got the
quieran.
tail.
This is what we call a courting group. Esto es un grupo, that's pretty much how it works. So, she goes in the front of the group playing hard to get. Ella va al frente del grupo haciéndose del rogar, literal, literally speaking. These boys follow her, but at the same time, these guys will start pushing and shoving each other. Al mismo tiempo se empiezan a empujar. Los machos, male humpbacks have barnacles along their, at the end of their fins, and they're very sharp. Las jorobadas tienen conchas al final de sus aletas y son bien filosas, and they cut each other with those barnacles because they slap with their fins to each other. Se cortan con las conchas porque se aletean entre ellos. Some of the group we've seen, we can see the males are bleeding as they are following the female. Hemos visto a los machos hasta sangrar conforme siguen a la hembra. They jump out of the water, landing on top of another male and drown him, just to prove which one is able to hold his breath for a longer time. Muchas veces brincan para caer encima de otro macho y hundirlo, nada más para probar cuál de los dos aguanta más tiempo bajo el agua. So these guys will be courting the female like that for 2 or 3 days in a row. Ellos van a estar cortejando a la hembra de esta manera por 2 o 3 días seguidos. So what we're looking at, it's a fight basically, and most dogs, cats, rats, monkeys, donkeys, iguanas, all these animals have tails. Breeding grounds, you'll be able to see more males, and feeding grounds, you'll be able to see more females.
Wow.
How old do they have to get to be ready to breed, right?
Now there, right together. That was a good one.
We saw about 6 breaches, but I only caught one on video.
I think I got it.
Sperm whales who has teeth, I'm gonna call them a big, ugly looking subspecies of a dolphin.
Big ugly.
That's right.
So,
We had 2 more sea days before docking in Los Angeles. We looked forward to eating dinner at the Bordeaux every night with our new friends and awesome servers, Vale and Floyd. Thank you, Princess. Our trip was unforgettable. I love this.